Today we are unpacking DJI Mic 3, and I actually own DJI Mic, the original one, not even Mic 2, the original one. And I had to upgrade not because it's bad, it's actually still a very, very good mic, but because my house was in the LA fires situation, the natural disaster that occurred last year. I smile so I don't cry. And everything in the house is contaminated and needs to be thrown out. And it's now May 2026. And yes, I'm still living in hotels. And it's going to be the case for a long, long time from now. So this is why I'm getting this mic. And I think that this is a great mic based on what I already know, given I own one, used to own one, it's contaminated, and given my research. And I'm going to use it with iPhone, but I also specifically bought it for DJI Osmo Pocket 3 and Sony A6700. Those two cameras, which are brand new cameras I bought for my trip to Europe. I'm looking forward to using all those amazing tools. I just realized that there's no point to wait. So let's unpack it. It's always so cool to open new and well thought out equipment like this one. I can tell you immediately that it is lighter. Even before I unboxed it, I can immediately tell you it's lighter. And of course, because I haven't yet opened it, I'm actually using this microphone to record this. For better audio, this is Yeti microphone, great microphone for podcasting and for Zoom calls. So let's open it. Not as cool experience as opening Apple products, but very well done nonetheless. So this is what it looks like when you open it. It actually smells pleasant, even though it doesn't smell wholesome. It doesn't smell bad. So I like that no one opened it before, obviously. It's brand new. So we have a little place to keep the microphone, which I didn't have for the previous microphone. And it actually padded, so it will protect the microphone as well, which is great. And I like everything about it. This is what it looks like. It's actually very small, and it should be small enough to put in my camera bag, which is also coming, which I got from Peak Design. Looking forward to show it to you as well. And let's see what we have. This is something I did not have with DJI original mic, and that is those little things you put on your microphone so that when you're going out and it's windy outside, you actually can get a better sound. And it looks like I got 2 whitish ones and 2 black ones. And I'm already dropping it to the floor. Okay, so let's be careful here. I really don't want to do that. So I already found magnets here. They're very strong. But there were complaints when I was doing research. There were complaints that these magnets are not strong enough. But it didn't stop me from buying this microphone because it was still so much better than the original and so much better than Mic 2, DJI Mic 2. So then we have a little wire to connect microphone to the camera, 2 of them, USB-C and this one. So this should keep us covered for all the situations. Okay, so we have magnets. They come separately packed like this and strong enough. And maybe enough people complained about magnets not being strong enough that they fixed it. I really hope so. And now let's make sure we don't drop anything else, because I can drop things. I really can. And this is what it looks like inside. Lovely, actually. I think it is quite small. It is smaller than the previous one. I do like it. Looking forward to test it. And the microphone is so much smaller than the original one. Look at this. It's tiny, tiny, tiny. Okay. So, and there are 2 of them. Okay, so this is also magnetic, the clip-on. And I could do that. And I would be mic'd, and we will not need anything else. And then alternatively, I could remove this. And one of the reasons I really wanted to get this one, even though people complain that the magnets are not as good as in original, and The magnets in the original were very good. I never had any issues with them falling. And of course, this is a big issue because you can lose the microphone. But the reason I really wanted this one is because, firstly, it's much smaller. So you can wear it on many different outfits and it will not push the material down, which is very handy. And then the second thing is that it just looks much better. It's so much smaller. The other one was maybe that big. The third reason I really wanted this one is because it has very advanced functionality. For example, it allows you to have adjustments to your voice. So for example, if you like more bassy voice, which as a voice teacher, one of my abilities, I have many abilities, this is one of them. I actually can help people completely change how they speak. And I did it for myself and I do it for clients now. And this microphone can actually add bass to your voice. It can also add more higher notes to your voice because some clients actually do struggle, some people do struggle with low voice, which doesn't have enough of higher notes. And because of that, it doesn't sound as good as they could sound. And then you can also, as far as I remember, you can record it so that it records raw and then it records that adjusted version you can select out of 3. So I think that I will prefer the base one and I'm going to test it. And maybe I will do another video to show you and give you a full review once I actually use it. But I'm really looking forward to using this microphone specifically with the more bassy tone. And it's not that I think that my voice requires more bass. You guys will have your opinions, let me know. But I think it's just so cool and I would like to see what it sounds like. I don't think my voice needs more higher notes, but I will also test it and see how it sounds. So if you have an issue with your voice sounding really low all the time and you're always speaking really, really low and you don't have enough of higher notes, this is one of the ways you can fix it. Another way you can work on your voice. So those are just some of the reasons why. Another reason is it has unbelievable noise cancellation abilities. You can go to a very busy street where you cannot even hear the other person, almost to that level, and then put on maximum noise cancellation on this microphone, and it will be quiet. And I'm really looking forward to testing it because sometimes there are situations, for example, you may be in the airplane and you want to share something, or you may be having a meeting. You can use this microphone doing Zoom calls as well. And it's really, really noisy. Maybe you're in a hotel and it is a maintenance day, they are doing something. And you need to have an effective meeting, but it's really noisy. So it's really, really helpful to have equipment that can help you. Yeti that I use for podcasting, which is also a temporary solution because at home I have proper Sony microphone for podcasting. But when you are like this living from hotels for now almost 1.5 years and it's not going to end anytime soon, you have to be using something that is easier to pack. This one is really heavy, so actually now thinking about it, maybe I should have went with something else. But this one is reliable. I have been using this microphone a lot in the past. I just know it always works. Unless something is wrong with some other software, the microphone doesn't fail on me, in my experience, this particular one. And you just plug it in, USB connection into your computer, and that is it. And you don't need to worry about anything else. It's recording. You can use it for Zoom anyway. But this is a huge upgrade from this one. It can do a lot more. And also it works really well with DJI Osmo Pocket 3 and it will record. And as far as I remember, it can record on the camera as well as you can record internally on the mic. And then you use one of those wires that I showed you, USB-C to USB-C, to connect it to your laptop. And then from there, it will take all the files from both of microphones into your laptop, and then you can back it up, whatever you want to do with it. So this is amazing. So another concern that people had with this particular microphone is they said there's not a lot of space and they could not put everything they wanted into the case. But I think that that is something I can live with. I can just have other places I can put things to. But so far, I see that everything that I need could fit in. Right now, I'm struggling to put it back, but I think I just put it incorrectly. Oh, another really cool thing is that this clip, you can move it around. I don't think you could do it with the previous one. And that is because it disconnects completely. Oh, you know what? What is going on? I think that I need to remove the magnet first and then the clip. Okay, so I'm dropping everything. Anyway, so the magnet definitely works. And then what is going on with the clip? Okay, so let's see. Oh, you just need to turn it around. And with the other microphone, I actually even took it from the house and I used it a few times, but I don't feel comfortable using contaminated equipment. And with insurance, the way it works is they don't really cover for a very long time and you have to pay everything out of pocket. This purchase is, of course, out of pocket. It's not sponsored. It's my decision to go with this particular microphone. But I did use the contaminated DJI and it still worked, but I just didn't feel it was safe to use it for a long time. So it was time to go for something else. Okay, so now I realized this is how you clip it on. You just turn it around. So the part that says DJI, it has to be on top. And then let's see if I can put it back now, because before I couldn't fit it in. So you see, it's actually quite tricky to put it back, but I think you just need to learn which side goes where. I didn't have such issues with the other microphone. So for example, with the other microphone, I never would have a situation where I would press by mistake and it is recording. Here it happened many times already, at least 3 times or at least twice. Okay, so now it went back. Everything is good. It closed, no issues. Although I did remove a lot of things from it. So let's see if I can put everything back and if it still closes. But I think what you get from this microphone is totally worth some of the issues you may have. It's probably not the microphone you want to put on and go for a run because it may fall and you will lose it. But it is a microphone that you can use relatively safely. Oh, another really cool thing I just realized is there's a magnet at the top here. So you can actually, this way, much smaller chance that it will fall off and you will lose it. Okay, so now we are putting wires back. Oh no, actually the rest went into the pouch, so we are all good. We have space for everything. The magnets go inside, not to lose them because they are tiny. They are very small. Let me show you. So this is what it looks like. Very, very pleasant to use. I like that there is a pouch. I really like that there's the wind things. I may or may not use them, but I like that I have them. I never had them before for any of my microphones. And that's it. We are ready to start filming. If you want me to do a review of it once I start using this new mic and compare it to the previous one I had, DJI, the original DJI mic, let me know. I'm not sure if that one is available still. You probably can still buy it and it will be very cheap. But what you get with this one is totally worth it. So some of the advancements they have made are quite incredible based on all my research. So I'm really, really happy. And this is our new addition to gear and just the beginning of unpacking because I have bought Sony A6700 and DJI Osmo Pocket 3. And I'm really looking forward to using all of those tools, including a lot of accessories and tripods. And I can tell you, so the fires occurred in January 2025. And for a very long time, I tried to do my work with as little equipment as possible. I actually just had this mic I had a laptop, I had my phone, and I bought in Japan a very simple tripod. And this one for when I'm recording podcasts. And then I realized with this trip now to Europe, I don't want to lose another year because of fires and not have proper gear. And there's never a great time. And yes, it's difficult to carry it all on you. And you have to be resourceful how you're going to do it. But we live in such an incredible time, and also a time when it is important to not be silent, because there's a lot of brain rot content out there. A lot of the things you see right now, I see right now, they are making people less successful, not more smart and more successful. And I think that actual humans need to not feel discouraged because there's so many opinions out there. A lot of it is generated by AI, and it's just a summary of madness of the internet, as my colleague Michael likes to say. And by the way, announcement, I came up with such an incredible new format for you guys that I want to test, something I want to do with Michael. And I'm looking forward to start that new format. And that is actually why I got DJI Osmo Pocket 3. So if you are not new and you actually know me, you know Michael, something I'm working on, something I'm planning that I think you guys will really find valuable and enjoyable. I hope you will enjoy it. I'm looking forward to doing it. Anyway, so the point is that I hope you enjoy the mic. If you're going to end up buying it, it has really, really good features. I'm sure I haven't even spoke about some of it. I want to use it and then I will have more to share. This is just based on my research, was the best option for DJI Osmo Pocket 3 and Sony A6700. And also amazing microphone for iPhone. One caveat though, the original DJI Mic did not work with iPhone 16 Pro Max. And it did work with my previous iPhone. So that was a little bit uncomfortable, but you can still record it and then sync it in post, which is very easy. So it wasn't such a big deal, but it's just additional step you have to take, which is not a very good thing to have in the workflow. I hope that this one will work with iPhone, and I will have to test and let you know if you guys are interested. But nevertheless, even if it doesn't, it's still totally worth it. And it also connects to Sony 6700 and can record into the camera. So you get everything in one file, video, audio, everything goes into one file. So overall, very excited. So happy to use this microphone. And thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you being here. Let me know in comments what you think. Subscribe if you found value. This channel is all about realizing your full potential. And often it means well beyond what you thought was possible. And I really hope that you are not selling yourself short. Think big, and you're going to think bigger if you stick around. Thank you for watching. Talk to you soon.